Hey, what's up all my freaks and geeks out there in YouTube land? EmGo here, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers STARSCREAM 3D Jigsaw puzzle. So let's head to the table and check them out. So here we are, and there it is. Now, this is a true vintage item that I came across on eBay. I actually had this when I was a kid, which is why I was so happy that I got it back. And it is vintage, 1984. And made by Warren, a company that probably doesn't even exist anymore, but this is the package. You see basically what you get. 3D Jigsaw stand-up puzzle. Now basically when you put the puzzle together, you get this little battle scene right here with Starscream and Optimus and Skywarp, Sideswipe, Sunstreaker, Thundercracker I believe. And you got a nice little set. So basically, once you have the puzzle put together, you can then make this right here, which is the three-dimensional Starscream. Now, first of all, once you get the puzzle completed, what you're going to do is you're going to flip the whole puzzle around, and you're going to have all the pieces you need to put Starscream together. And obviously, you're just going to punch out the pieces that you need, put them together, and then you get the completed 3D Starscream. So here it is. It doesn't really hold together all that well because it is just jigsaw puzzle pieces put together. So he has his null rays under there and everything, and you know, cockpit, Decepticon symbol, you know. Obviously it's very, for being three-dimensional, it's still very two-dimensional. If you turn it on this side, you see kind of some of the battle scenes here. So it's really only meant to display this way, which is, you know, but it's cool. It's a great little novelty item, and like I said, I had it when I was a kid, and now I remember why I probably wasn't too happy with it then either, because it is kind of flimsy when you put it together. It doesn't hold together well. You kind of have to really force pieces in here, kind of damage some of the puzzle pieces, which I'm not really a big fan of. But so here it is in the jet mode, and he can actually transform, and this thing is complete. I mean, he even came with all the instructions and everything, so it's totally complete. So basically, to transform him, I'm using air quotes when I say that, because basically it's just rip him apart and put him back together. You just want to basically just take the whole thing apart, which might entail destroying some of the pieces, but hopefully it won't come to that. Just want to slide this out, take all this out, which this I had to really work to get in here. There we go. Come on, there we go. Take it apart, take it apart. Take it apart. Still taking it apart. We're going to be taking it apart for a while. Okay, here we go. Put that back together. So now we have disassembled Starscream here. So basically what you want to do is you want to put this back together, but you want to put it back together like so. So you have this here, that there, that tabs into there, and you get the other side. Dab it, dab it, dab it. You can see it kind of starting to come together here. I'm going to grab the wings, just kind of shove them in there as best you can, which will not be too well because, like I said, this thing is going to fall apart on me. And if I'll deal with it just like that, it's good enough for me. Get the other wing in. I'm not going to force the issue too much. I'm trying to get a tag on the other side. There we go. So we got them somewhat standing now. You want to take the little side fins here. They just plug into the side. Right here on the bottom. Like that. You did this one, plug it in down here. Now forgive me if some of this stuff is off camera because I don't really want to pick it up because it'll probably just fall apart on me. So forgive me if you can't actually see what I'm doing. So you got that. Then you take the null rays, and the null rays are basically going to be his arms. And you just plug them in there. Plug that one there. And we're going to take the cockpit here, we're going to take this out, and this is going to sit right here, like so. I believe, nope. How's this going? How is this going to go? It goes like that, that's the way it goes. Like that. And then you have this piece right here, which is Starscream's head right here. So what you want to do is just want to take off this part of the nose cone. Like so. Trying to be careful here not to rip it. And now you're going to put the head and put it on these little piece here, which will basically now be your connector. And you can take it and just slide it down right here, if I can. There we go. And there is Starscream in robot mode. This is just too funny. Again, it's a weird little novelty thing that got put out back when G1 was out, and it's the stupidest looking thing ever. He doesn't even have arms. He just has a null rays for arms, and it's really goofy looking, but you know. Back here you can see all the battle scene here going on. Oh, I ripped a piece. Oh well. It's kind of unavoidable with a puzzle like this because you're swishing parts together, and you know, you're just going to end up ripping something. His head's not even on straight for some reason. Why won't his head go on straight? Don't fail me, Starscream! Get your head on straight. There we go. So yeah, it's the goofiest thing in the world. But I'm actually happy that I found him. I actually found him on eBay for $6. And I couldn't resist because, you know, again, it's just something that brings back a piece of my childhood. And, you know, like I said before, I remember now why I wasn't too happy with him. But, he actually is kind of big, though. Put him here next to Human Alliance Bumblebee. You know, it's a pretty big puzzle once it's standing up. So, it's not bad. It's pretty cool. If you're, you know, into the kind of nostalgic aspect of Transformers, if you want to kind of branch off from the mainline toys and you know, role-playing toys and all that stuff, if you want to get into something that's, you know, kind of an obscure little novelty item, and this is something you should definitely look for. I know they released Starscream, I believe they released Blue Streak, and I believe Ultra Magnus for the 3D Jigsaw puzzles, so I don't know, I might have to try to hunt those down, see if I can get my hands on them. But again, just a cool little novelty piece. It's you know, you know, it does what it needs to do. It does what it's supposed to do, you know. Obviously you can't play with it because you rip it apart, but not bad. It just makes me laugh when I see it. I just can't help it. But I guess that's pretty much all I can say about this. So it's basically a get it if you want to. If not, you're not missing out on too much. So that's all I'm going to say about this guy. So there is the Transformers Starscream 3D stand-up jigsaw puzzle, and this is EmGo rolling out.